Hey, everyone, welcome back to our channel. In today's fast-paced technological world, screens have become an integral part of our children's lives. From interactive educational apps to entertaining videos and social media platforms, children are constantly surrounded by screens, whether at home, school, or at their friends' houses. This has raised an important question, though: how does screen time affect our children's spiritual life and values? As a parent myself, I've wondered about the impact of screen time on my children's spiritual development. Do the values we instill in them get weakened with too much screen time? Or can technology be used to reinforce and strengthen our spiritual bond with our children? If you're also on this journey of raising spiritually strong children in a digital world, keep watching. In this video, we will explore the pros and cons of screen time on children's spiritual life. We will also share practical tips on nurturing faith in a digital world. Okay, let's begin with the spiritual benefits of screen time. While concerns about the influence of screens on our children's spiritual life are valid, it is important to recognize the potential benefits that screen time can offer. Used wisely, screens can actually support spiritual development in several ways. Firstly, screens can provide children with positive role models and relatable characters who embody spiritual values such as compassion, empathy, and courage. Take, for instance, animated movies or shows based on biblical stories or tales of inspiring individuals. These programs can introduce children to important moral lessons and leave a lasting impact on their behavior and decision-making. Similarly, there are numerous faith-based apps, stories, and videos designed to teach children about virtues like honesty, patience, and kindness through engaging narratives and interactive activities. Moreover, online platforms offer children the opportunity to connect with other members of their faith community, such as those attending virtual Sunday school classes or participating in online prayer groups. This sense of belonging to a larger community can foster a feeling of acceptance and support, which is crucial for children's spiritual development. Additionally, many churches and religious organizations now utilize online services and live streams to reach younger audiences. This allows children to engage with religious services and teachings in a way that is more familiar to them, making spirituality more accessible and relevant in their everyday lives. Furthermore, the internet provides access to a wealth of inspirational music, stories, and teachings that can enrich children's spiritual lives. For example, there are countless videos and channels dedicated to sharing uplifting messages, devotional songs, and age-appropriate religious content. This exposure to positive and faith-based material can help children develop a deeper connection with their faith and values. It is also worth noting that parents can play a significant role in using screens to reinforce spiritual values. By selecting age-appropriate content that aligns with their family's beliefs and discussing the moral lessons and teachings presented, parents can guide their children towards developing a strong sense of right and wrong. Whether it's streaming faith-based movies or sharing inspirational videos, incorporating spirituality into screen time can be a powerful way to instill values in children. However, it is important to acknowledge that there are potential risks associated with excessive screen time. Now let's discuss some spiritual risks of excessive screen time. While screen time can offer benefits, it's crucial to be aware of the potential spiritual risks, especially when children are not properly guided. One major concern is that too much screen time can distract children from their spiritual duties and responsibilities, taking away valuable time that could be spent on prayer, meditation, or engaging in religious practices. Instead, children may become engrossed in virtual worlds or online activities, neglecting their spiritual needs and obligations. Another risk is that some online content may promote materialism, violence, or other values that conflict with spiritual teachings. Exposure to such content can negatively influence children's perceptions and behaviors, potentially leading them away from their faith and values. Moreover, the constant distraction and stimulation provided by screens can make it challenging for children to develop qualities such as patience, self-discipline, and the ability to practice silence and solitude, all of which are essential for spiritual growth. Additionally, Excessive screen time can create a sense of isolation and disconnection from real-world experiences and relationships, including those with their faith community and religious leaders. When children spend most of their time in virtual environments, they may lose touch with their spiritual roots and the support system that comes with being an active member of a faith community. Furthermore, the overstimulating nature of screens can weaken children's ability to appreciate the beauty and wonder of the natural world, which is often seen as a reflection of the divine. As a result, they may develop a sense of disconnect from nature and the spiritual significance it holds. It is important for parents and educators to be mindful of these spiritual risks and take steps to mitigate them. By setting healthy boundaries, encouraging offline activities, and providing guidance on how to navigate online content responsibly, we can help children enjoy the benefits of technology while protecting their spiritual well-being. Now let's talk about building a healthy balance. Finding a healthy balance between screen time and spiritual practices is essential for children's overall well-being. Here are some practical tips for achieving this balance. Firstly, instead of completely restricting screens, guide your children towards using them for positive spiritual growth. Choose faith-based content that reinforces moral lessons and spiritual values. There are numerous age-appropriate options available, including animated videos based on religious stories, interactive Bible apps, and channels that share uplifting messages and devotional songs. By providing your children with access to positive and faith-filled content, you can help them see spirituality as an integral part of their everyday lives. Secondly, create screen-free sacred times and spaces. Designate specific times of the day or areas of your home where screens are not allowed, such as during family prayer, meal times, or in bedrooms. This will ensure that your children prioritize their spiritual practices and create a sense of reverence and focus. It also sets a good example for them by demonstrating the importance of disconnecting from technology to nurture one's faith. Thirdly, encourage your children to engage in offline spiritual practices. Promote activities like reading holy books or scriptures, volunteering in your community, or simply spending quiet time in nature. These experiences can help them develop a deeper connection with their faith and values without the distractions of screens. Fourthly, integrate spirituality into your family's daily routine. Incorporate daily prayer, grace before meals, or acts of kindness as regular practices in your household. By making spirituality an everyday part of your family's life, your children will naturally embrace it as a normal and essential aspect of their lives. Finally, lead by example. Children learn by observing their parents' behavior and habits. Demonstrate a healthy balance between screen time and spiritual practices yourself. Show them how you prioritize prayer, religious services, or acts of kindness, and the importance of living according to your faith. Remember, the goal is not to eliminate screens entirely, but to guide our children in using them wisely and responsibly while prioritizing their spiritual development. Now let's talk about some tips for parents. Parents play a pivotal role in shaping their children's relationship with spirituality and technology. Here are some tips for parents to nurture both aspects of their children's lives effectively. Firstly, be intentional about the content your children consume. Choose age-appropriate shows, apps, and videos that align with your family's values and reflect positive spiritual role models. Discuss the lessons and teachings presented in the content with your children, emphasizing the importance of kindness, honesty, empathy, and courage. Secondly, model spiritual balance yourself. Let your children see you using screens in a responsible manner while prioritizing your own spiritual practices and values. Dedicate time for personal reflection, prayer, or religious activities, and explain to your children the significance of nurturing one's faith. Thirdly, encourage reflection and discussion. After your children watch a video, story, or engage with religious content, ask them questions about the values and morals conveyed. Guide them to think critically about the character's actions and decisions, and how they would handle similar situations themselves. Fourthly, connect faith with daily life. Help your children see the relevance of their faith in everyday experiences. Encourage them to perform random acts of kindness, show compassion towards others, and make positive contributions to your community. Explain how these actions are reflections of their faith in practice. Fifthly, utilize both online and offline tools. Take advantage of the numerous faith-based apps, videos, and online resources while also incorporating traditional methods like reading holy books, attending religious services, and engaging with your faith community. A combination of both can create a richer spiritual experience for your children. Lastly, remember that every child is unique. Consider your child's individual needs, interests, and maturity level when selecting content and setting limits for screen time. Communicate openly with them, listen to their perspectives, and adjust your approach as they grow and mature. By following these tips, parents can create an environment that supports their children's spiritual development and helps them integrate their faith into their daily lives while also enjoying the benefits of technology in moderation. We hope this video has been insightful and helpful for parents and caregivers looking to raise spiritually strong children in a digital world. Remember that finding a balance between screen time and spiritual practices is key. By being intentional, setting healthy boundaries, and leading by example, we can guide our children towards a life that values both technology and faith. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel for more valuable content and click the bell icon to receive notifications of our latest uploads. Share this video with your friends and family so they too can benefit from these insights. And as always, feel free to drop your thoughts, experiences, or suggestions in the comments section below. Stay blessed.